Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Minecraft Play. I am going to load up my world, the Robert's Retro Gaming world. Normally I have this done before I start recording. In any case, I've been coming down a little bit from defeating the dragon. I've spent some playtime, my usual sort of thing. I putter around while watching YouTube videos, or watching and listening, I guess. Since obviously you have to at least look a little bit at Minecraft in order to play Minecraft. So I've done some things around the old island here. I think this is going to be continuing to come down from the Ender Dragon, defeating the Ender Dragon before I venture back into the end dimension, which I probably will do soon. I have been growing some wood. I figured out how to grow mangrove. I'm constructing a giant birch tree here. If you look at it, you can probably tell what my technique for that is. You'll see it when it's done, I would imagine. I've also been trying to get some bees going here so that I can have a honey industry. So far I've only managed the one hive, and there it is, full of honey at the moment. So let me collect that. And there we are, honey collected. Turn my own system volume up a wee bit so I can hear what's happening. If you don't know, smoke from a campfire keeps the bees pacified so that you can harvest honey and honeycomb without them getting mad and attacking you. And the carpet is there so that I can walk over the campfire without burning myself. So over here I have established a little mangrove growing area, and I have planted, I think, successfully 3 mangrove trees over here, just in this little area. And how's my little automated sheep farm going here? Very well. Very well indeed. 3 full stacks and a third, I guess. And the shears are not quite half worn out, so that's pretty good. I also shrank down the size of the pen here. It's not really a pen, I just enclosed it so that, well, I don't know that it needs to be enclosed at this point, to be honest. Keep monsters out, I guess. Over here, oh, did the mangrove finally grow? What the heck? I had decided that that was never going to happen, and here we are, a mangrove. I mean, that was hours and hours and hours of playtime it took for that to grow. Isn't that weird? I had decided that it was probable that it wasn't going to grow in this biome, which is, if you look here, you can see the biome is, oh, now it says Minecraft Beach. Before it said Minecraft Player, I think it said. So in my head I had decided that it wasn't going to grow on something that the game had designated a player constructed biome. And now it says cold ocean. I guess that's because I'm in the water, I suppose. So there's another propagule. I suppose that might grow at some point too. We shall see. I guess the other possibility that only just occurred to me right now is that it never had, it was looking for a specific configuration of roots to extend. And because in order to reach down it would have had to go like way down here, it's probably beyond the bounds of what the game will accept in terms of generating roots. Maybe that's the reason. And then it finally by random chance happened on one that actually worked. you look at these other ones, the roots are actually spread out pretty far. Like all of these started from propagules that I had put in the water here, one down, although being in the water I don't think is a prerequisite. I don't know that even being near water is a prerequisite for that matter. And then I planted one over here with the idea of harvesting from this, getting some mangrove wood. And I realized that it also generates moss carpet. So you get mangrove leaves if you harvest them with shears, I suppose, and vines. Propagules, I don't know if those ever drop on their own. I don't think so. If they did, the biome would, or the trees would spread themselves, which I don't think is a Minecraft thing, or at least not that I'm aware of. And then the roots, and some of these ones actually go pretty deep. You can see here, they go down probably 9 or 10 vertical blocks down into the water. So I'm getting a pretty low rate of hive generation, and I'm not sure why that is. I thought it was supposed to be something like 1 in 20. Oh, and here we are. Speak of the devil. There's another hive. Very nice. Ideally, I would like probably a half dozen or so. That gives you a pretty decent honey industry. All right, there's a nice fat bee. Don't hit them unless you want to start fighting. Where are we here? Are there bees in there? There should be. Can you tell? I just happen to be carrying around campfires and carpet just for this reason. I've also planted some more, or I shouldn't say planted, fertilized the ground to make some flowers grow in the area here to give the bees places to gather pollen. And, oh, did that finally finish? It did. Oh, I guess the only thing I haven't really considered here, maybe I guess I can do it this way. Oh, wait a moment. Wait a minute. I need more birch logs. Well, I can sort that out easy enough. Go chop down some birch. Oh, apparently I put away all my birch seedlings as well. Saplings, seedlings. Seedlings or saplings, whatever they are. Whatever they are, saplings, I think. I guess the side effect of trying to get these honey, trying to get the honey industry going, get the beehives, is I've filled up my birchwood collection. Well, that's enough, but if I'm going to replant these things, I'll need some saplings. Now I can obviously go back to my base and get some. Why did I put them all away, I wonder? It's a beehive floating in midair without any visible supports. It's craziness. Physics madness is what it is. Has the world gone crazy? Oh, that's full already again. That is one productive hive. Let's see here. Have I chopped all the growing birch trees? I think so. Alright, I've also gotten a ton of sticks in, I've harvested some jungle logs as well. And I tried to plant a second giant jungle tree, and it doesn't seem to be growing for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'll relocate it, I guess. Maybe I'll put it down, let's see here, down here. Should be sufficiently far. I also put a bed over here so that I don't have to run back to my building, my base building over there every time the sun goes down, as it does every 5 minutes or so in real time. Alright, time to have a sleep. Sleeping in the great outdoors. Ah, nothing better. I also set myself up a little mini stacked up crafting station here that doesn't look too disruptive from a distance. Not that that really matters, but oh yes, the honey. The honey. Let's harvest that. And then go up and get this sorted out. And start on the next layer. I think I'm probably going to classic Minecraft. What was I going to say? I think I'm going to probably a three high one of these will be sufficient, I would think. Artificially tall, artificial giant birch tree, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So let me climb up to the top of this, and maybe I'll add a couple. Oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't get too carried away there. I need to sever all the leaves here to have the trunk be not covered by leaves halfway up. I'm going for the impression that basically just this giant birch tree grew here, which is not the case, but that's what I want it to look like. Okay, that'll do. Now these leaves will fall away, probably as soon as I step on them. And we plant some dirts. Plant some dirts, and then we plant some saplings. And then eventually 4 more actual birch trees will spring up, and then I think I will have my giant birch tree. Yeah, that should be should be sufficiently tall, I think. Alright, I've got enough saplings that I think I can plant out this cluster of birch that didn't generate any more hives. And 14, that should be enough, I hope so. There and there and like so. I've seen any bees come in and out of this hive, but there it is, full of honey. Full of honey. So, let me demonstrate how this works, how a couple of things. Oh, I need to get the shears. So if you want to harvest honeycomb, you need shears, like so. Apply the shears to the hive, and boom, out pops some honeycomb. And if you want honey, you apply a jar to the hive, and you get a honey bottle. And with, I think it's 9 honeycomb. I think it's 9 honeycomb. Nope, it's not 9 honeycomb. Is it 4 honeycomb? It's 4 honeycomb. With 4 honeycomb, you get a honeycomb block. And with 4 honey bottles, you can make a honey block, which is weird. There's a certain logic to honeycomb block, but honey block, I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to be a thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And that's that. Now, I don't know that I've ever made just like a candle. I haven't ever figured out how to do that. So, well, maybe now's the time to take a look. So if I say candle, oh, all you need is honeycomb and string. Aha, well that's easy. I guess I've never made a candle. Well, I've got plenty of string, so I can make some candles now. That's cool. You can also do things like wax copper for some reason. I think it keeps it from corroding. I'm not sure what other purpose that would serve. Let's take a look here. Wax, whoops, wax. Yeah, you can wax oxidized copper, waxed exposed copper, waxed block of copper, waxed weathered copper. So there you go. You can preserve it in different states of weathering, basically, oxidation. And that's all I know about wax. There's probably more to know, but that's all I know. You can make a little gothic room with black candles. That would be cool. My 2 floating honey hives. You can also breed bees. Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should. Well, I'll let the birch trees go. You can make hives, and you can breed bees. So I could set up a honey operation from here now that I've got even 1 hive actually is enough to set up a honey operation if you make your own hives. So I might do that. I don't really need to mess around growing a bajillion birch trees. Hive, yeah, there you go. An artificial hive takes 6 planks and 3 honeycombs, so I could in fact make another hive right now, but I think I will hold off on that. You breed bees by applying flowers to them, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, and the way to get flowers, if you don't know, I described it, but I didn't show it. The way to get flowers is apply fertilizer to, or bone meal, I guess, to just ground, and you get grass and you get flowers. And if you're in a biome with, different types of flowers, I actually brought this blue one in from over here. So, oh, there we go. My other tree grew. Must have been maybe too close to the other. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm not sure. Maybe it was too close to this one. Maybe. I don't know. The mangrove is a pretty interesting tree, actually. Let's go take a look at that, shall we? Maybe I'll unlimber my extra dirt block there. So if one climbs up to the top, I think that's probably the easiest way to cut down one of these guys is to climb up to the top. You can start breaking away the leaves, unless you want the leaves for some purpose, which you might. I don't think I have a purpose for that. And then you will see mangrove logs, which are this sort of reddy purpley color, which looks pretty cool. I haven't made anything out of mangrove logs yet, I think, other than maybe some planks. So I'm not sure what the doors and things look like. Let's explore that here. Let's explore that, shall we? Then you can kind of make your way down. You could also, I guess, work your way up. I just find it a little easier. I mean, mangroves are pretty easy to climb. Or at least they seem to be that way. Oh, is it getting night again? See what I mean? Day is only 5 minutes long, so that's why it's nice to have a bed nearby. I think that might be it. You don't get bucket loads of wood from mangrove trees, which is fair because at least the mangroves that I'm familiar with from the Caribbean don't have much wood to them. We don't want creepers and zombies and stuff. Well, the zombies I don't really care about. It's the creepers we don't want blowing up my... Oh, did I can't remember if I showed this in game. I cleared the whole island of trees gradually, and I haven't really made much of an attempt to smooth it out or anything. A little bit of terrain is fine. Or as much terrain as you want is perfectly fine. So I have some thoughts about what I might build. I was contemplating a village in my quest to get sort of mending. I don't know if quest is quite the right thing, but quite the right word there. But I want to figure out, or I want to establish the ability to get mending spells, and you don't ever get them enchanting books. I think, or at least I'm pretty sure you never will, because I've made probably 100 books and never seen a mending spell. Some other spells that I've never seen either. It's kind of neat actually about the mangrove roots is that they hold water. Like, I guess there's other things in the game that do that now. That never used to be a thing. But anyway, just kind of interesting. So this mangrove is done, just as leaves. I'm not going to bother trying to get all the roots, but what I will do is plant a propagule right, I don't know, right there, I guess. Then I will come and stash these extra propagules in this chest over here. And I will... What else will I do? Oh, not there. Oh, there's all my birch saplings. Oh, I don't remember why I stuck them in there. That's odd. I think I'm just going to plant these flowers, since I don't have any use for them. Might as well let the bees have them. Ah, these are already full of honey again. What am I going to do? I'm going to get some honeycomb, I think. Oh, sure, go on top of the tree, why don't you? Why don't you go on top of the tree? Let me think about that. If I'm going to make some candles, I'll need 3 or multiple of 3 honeycomb. And how's my... Oh, I ran out of fuel. Right. Well, let's do that. Maybe I'll put the rest of that in there as well. And what else do I wish to do now? Ah, yes, I was talking about my desire to make up a sort of a village of librarians, basically, and breed them and or kill them until I get spells that I'm interested in having, spell books that I'm interested in having. I read somewhere, or watched a video, I think I read, that librarians can gain the ability to give out mending spell books, which would be wicked and seems to me like a better prospect than fishing forever and ever, or setting up an AFK, away from keyboard, fishing operation, which I could do, but that feels a little more cheaty to me than, well, it feels a little cheaty to me, to be honest. I've done it before, but, you know, if you're just letting it sit there and accumulate items for hours and hours and hours, or, well, whatever, days, I guess, it's not, I don't know, feels a little cheaty. So in order to get a village going, you need rooms, I guess, with doors. At least that's how it used to be. I haven't done that for a long time, actually. You can see the village over there that's nearby, and I could just use that, I guess, and make some more librarians. That might be the easier thing to do. Oh, I was talking about cheating, actually, before I paused. I had to take a short break there. One of the reasons for doing it on my own controlled space is that I could establish only the villagers that I want, which I could do on this end by taking away the ability for them to establish professions and then murdering villagers, which I don't know, I guess I'm going to have to do that anyway to get the librarians that I want. It just feels weird. Not for any real reason. You go around killing everything in sight in this game anyway, so. I was talking about cheating. So yeah, the away from keyboard fishing things that you can build. I don't know. It just feels like more of an open manipulation of the game, as opposed to this, where you are manipulating the game, but you're doing it in a way that, you know, you've built something that does this, as opposed to the away AFK fishing. I don't know if there's another way to do it, but the way that I used to do it was to prop something up on the mouse so that the button would stay pressed and you would just continually fish. It's a little more complicated than that, obviously, but that's the basic premise of it. I no longer need any ammunition. I've filled up a full double chest full of full stacks of arrows. Yeah, alright. Well, I'll just grab a little more experience since these guys are just right here waiting to be murdered. And then I will head back down. I was also thinking about making a tower, which I've done before, but could be interesting. An interesting thing to build. I could also put villagers in a tower, I suppose. I'm not sure how you get villagers up and down ladders and things. Or even stairs for them. I mean, they'll go up and down stairs on their own. I actually don't know if they'll go up and down ladders on their own. I don't think so. Oh, there the mangrove just grew as I was was walking in this direction. No more bees, I don't suppose. No more hives, I guess. The odds should be close to 1 every time a full set of this bunch of trees grows, but it has not been working out like that. Unless I'm misremembering the odds, or maybe they've changed. Anyway, that is the state of affairs. Oh, I meant to point out from way up high there in the monster grinder, monster spawner thing that I had kind of different zones of trees set up. I don't have any oak trees growing, and I don't have any. Actually, that might be the only one I'm missing, I think. Oh, I don't know if I pointed this out. I built these lamp posts. Basic, not bad, just to light up all this area so that I didn't have to worry about monsters spawning at night if I'm messing around down in my house or otherwise. But I haven't lit up the whole island yet, not by a long shot. I also decided that I don't really like the look of those black stone lampposts that I made very much. So am I missing any wood types? Oh, oak is the only one, I think. Spruce I've got. Birch I've got. Acacia, dark oak, jungle, and mangrove. Oh, I was going to take a look and see what doors and things look like from mangrove. Well, hard to tell. It looks interesting. What else? Trapdoors, I guess. Oh no, that's a chest. Oh, that's not. Oh, there we go. Interesting. What else? Pressure plates, that's a basic one. Buttons. I'm not sure what else. Okay, interesting. It's a nice coloration though. It's night again. Oh, I forgot to put my shears in that chest. And let's make a couple candles. Oh, it's just 1 and 1. Let's make a bunch of candles. How about that? Let's make a bunch of candles. What was I looking at that was 3 honeycomb and something? Honeycomb block. What the heck? What was that? Surely one of you remembers what I was talking about. Candles, no. Wax, no. Oh my goodness. My poor old brain. I think needed boards, if I'm not mistaken. Like 6 boards, I think. I guess I'm hallucinating. Whatever it was, I don't remember. Yeah, obviously. Alright, candles. Let's make, 6 candles, because I had 6 honeycomb. Put the old string away. What can you do with a candle? Can I put it on top of my night table? That might be a little more attractive than. Do they burn down? I feel like they burn down. Apparently you can put 4 candles in one block. Must be able to light them. Interesting. Can only put 1 on top of a. Interesting. They break instantly, it looks like. Can only put 1 on top of that. Weird. Not quite instantly, but close. Okay, well, that's something I'll have to look at a little further another time. So anyway, that's I think you're all caught up on everything I've been monkeying around with here. Oh yes, I was saying how I didn't really care for the look of these. I think I'm gonna take these and turn them into the black, what is this, tile blackstone or something? Deep slate brick wall, sorry. The deep slate, it's not blackstone, you get blackstone in the nether. I think I'm going to turn these into the equivalent of the, that's a slightly interesting look, isn't it, with that extra piece of deep slate up there. I think I will just knock that off as well. Anyway, I think I'll go do that to the rest of them as well. There's 4 of those around here, I think. Yeah, they're just too bulky. They don't look. I was kind of going for something that looked a little more graceful, so I think just the single pillar with the lantern on top looks better. These ones actually look like lamp posts, and that's not bad. It's not a bad look. I also lit up my pumpkin patch, and I put those white lamp posts kind of all over this little area in front here. Alright, I think I'm going to wander over and put those shears away, is what I'm going to do. But that'll pretty much do it for this episode, I think. Might start working on a little village area here. I'll have to figure out how to get some villagers, or 2 of them anyway, over here. Preferably ones without professions, so that I can turn them into librarians. And that's about it. I'll need to build little buildings if I'm going to do that, and beds. Yeah, I think I forgot to keep talking about how that works. I believe you need beds and doors, structures with doors, I think is what the villagers use to cue off of what makes a village, basically. Put those in there, put those in there. These are probably harvestable. Oh, got covered up with. Got covered up. Is it? Oh, it is full. Okay. Pull out a couple of jars here, bottles for honey. I don't understand why my mouse goes out of whack like that. You can't really tell what's happening, except I then have to pause the game and then come back into it. Alright, 2 honey bottles. 2 honey bottles. Honey bottles, oh, never mind. I was going to say they stack, but regular bottles stack too. Oh, it's water bottles that don't. Okay, yeah, so that's weird. Water bottles don't stack, but honey bottles stack, so figure that one out. I'll wait. Alright. As Somebody I knew used to say, if you don't amuse everybody, you might as well amuse yourself. That's what I tell my kids when they groan at me for being a dad. All right, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I better stop talking or I'll find more things to talk about. Thanks so much for watching this serene and relaxing episode of Minecraft Play. I do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.